Let's talk about this bed challenge. Whichever one of you Love Island producers came up with this bed challenge,
I love them.
You're a little freak. You're a little freak.
Okay. Again, did they drop it in by crane? Like, how did they get the bed into that villa?
I think it was probably multiple parts.
Ariana, give me the behind the scenes. I need to know how many mattresses was that? Like, where do you construct a bed frame like that?
I don't know. Did it have to be brought in on like a barge? As it got started and the women started getting on the bed with their paint, I was like, oh, the producers must have told them they have to kiss everybody. The producers must have said, one of the ways you figure out who's your partner is you have to kiss everybody. And then Aniya went, and she didn't. And I was like, you don't have to kiss everybody. Or Trinity went and only kissed up to a point when she found Bryce. And I was like, these women are just going for it. Which, like, on the one hand, they should do because it's early days and everybody should be exploring everything. Yeah. And the challenges are for kissing everybody. But on the other hand, there was no reason to kiss everybody when you could have used your other senses to find your partner. So it was very interesting to me because I thought, oh, they've been forced to kiss, but they hadn't. And Aniya was the only one who was like, I'm not going to kiss anyone who I don't know is my significant other.
I gotta say, as someone, as we frequently on this podcast want to make everything gay, Melanie and Trinity kissing, that was great for me. And the guys were Looney Tunesing their eyes out. It was also funny because in some ways you could say Corbin is a producer plant. Yeah. Because hours before this, he had sent to Kinsey, my fantasy is I want us to be in bed and like have a blindfold on and like look for my partner under the covers, and lo and behold, 5 hours later, there is a giant bed that's come from, I don't know, the Playboy Mansion. They bought it at the estate sale of Hugh Hefner.
It was really wild. The other thing I wanted to say about this is all the women got so upset because of the amount of red paint that each guy had on them. And I kept being like, they had no control over the amount of red paint on them. First of all, they had no control over, they were going to be kissed by the bombshells. That is how this game works. Also, they had absolutely no control over the amount of red paint that was put on them. They just didn't. And it didn't mean anything. Also, Casey, I know he was joking, but like red's a primary color, my guy. Like there's a reason they gave them red. There are no colors that mix to make red.
I will say, I think what is interesting that like happens with that stuff is like, I think the men sort of get mad when it's the girls act like the way that they do. Mm-hmm. They're upset when they see how their actions are reflected on them when the girls do it to them, and because they want to be the ones in power that have the options, that get to explore, they get to kiss, they get to have their cake and eat it too. When the girls do it, it's a problem. When it should be equal opportunity mess. I wanted to see the stage manager off screen going, all right, and bombshell enter now, as like one of the girls is making out on the, and okay, bombshell number 2, go in, I stage right. Like the timing of how they brought them in was, it was incredible. Like the stakes just kept rising. And then the fact that all the boys had to watch the girls make out with Caleb with the masks off, like it was juicy. It was a great way to really heighten the tension.
Yeah, and really just fuck shit up. But also, like, to your point about, like, agreed upon sort of organized mess in the couples, Trinity was like, cool, I'm going to kiss up until I get to Bryce and then land on Bryce. And that felt like, I don't know, the two of them just do a really good job of, like, respecting each other's boundaries while still venturing out. Yeah. Casey made that remark that pissed off Aniya, which, like, I didn't think it was as bad as Aniya made it, but I understand why she feels the way that she does. And Mel clearly knew that she was kissing both Corbin and Sincere, and I played it up either because she wanted to keep kissing Corbin, or I think more likely she wanted to keep fucking with Sincere, because that's how she shows that she likes him, is by trying to ruin his life.